You ever see a man so sure of his authority, so soaked in his own power, that he forgets to look twice before swinging it? That was Officer Brian Kepler, swagger in his step, badge flashing like it meant more than law, and a mouth that never learned to stop when silence would have been smarter. So when he spotted a black woman standing alone in the courthouse hallway, confident, composed, and wearing no uniform, he didn't ask questions. He shoved her against the wall, snapped cuffs on her wrists like he was gift-wrapping justice for the crowd, and barked something like, "This ain't your place." Yeah, that happened. But what Brian didn't know, and, oh, this is the part that changed everything, was that the woman he just humiliated, in front of a dozen witnesses, was Chief Danièle Hart, the brand new head of the precinct, his boss, sworn in just yesterday. You could almost hear the universe cackle. Inside that courtroom, the light overhead was cold, the kind that makes cheap suits look stiffer and bad decisions feel permanent. Brian walked in like he owned the place, but when he saw her, standing by the bench with a silver badge shining under that sterile glow, something in him just cracked. His grin twitched, his jaw clenched, because there she was, holding up her ID wallet like it was a mirror. And she said, "Just one thing, Chief Danièle Hart. I'm here to observe." Let me tell you, it wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. But it sliced through that room like a wire through soft cheese. No one clapped. No one gasped. They didn't have to. The silence hurt more than noise ever could. And Brian, he just stood there. Not because he wanted to, but because he had nowhere left to go. But this story ain't just about one bad cop getting what he deserved. Down the hall, Lieutenant Rosa Valdez. Yeah, the same woman Brian once passed over for promotion because she wasn't ready to lead men, got called into the chief's office. No speeches, just a letter of reinstatement, signed and sealed. Start with the ones they left behind. Daniela wrote. That line. It hit harder than any press conference ever could. And then came the twist. An old report leaked. Turns out Brian had file complaints, footage, suppressed reviews dating back years. No one did anything, not because they didn't see it, but because they chose not to. That's when people stopped asking, "How did this happen?" and started asking, "How long have we let this happen?" By the time the city council held their emergency meeting, it wasn't about whether Brian should stay. It was about why he ever rose in the first place. His desk was cleared out before sunrise. No ceremony, no send-off. Just red tape across his computer and a junior IT tech wiping the login history like he never existed. The last time someone saw him, he was sitting alone in a diner across from the station. Cup of coffee untouched, head down, watching a 13-second video loop on his phone the moment he handcuffed his own chief. Over and over. Like, maybe this time it would end differently. It didn't. Meanwhile, Daniela kept walking those halls quiet, deliberate, powerful without the noise. And every time her heels clicked on the marble floor, you could feel the shift, like something heavy finally lifted. A first-year cadet once asked her, "Chief, do you think people like us can fix what's broken?" She smiled, just barely, and said, "Not alone." But we start by refusing to stay quiet. So here's the real question. Was justice served because of her rank, or because she stayed standing when the whole system tried to push her down? Let me know what you think. Was Brian a symptom, or the disease? Is silence safer, or just more dangerous in the long run? Drop your thoughts below. This story ain't over because what comes next depends on who's still willing to stand.